and thank you for being here today. There are two key issues that we must keep in mind surrounding e-cigarette usage. First, we must do everything we can to keep e-cigarettes out of the hands of those who are underaged. Secondly, we must also recognize e-cigarettes' critical role in harm reduction. For that reason, we must not throw the baby out with the bathwater. We can both prevent children from using e-cigarettes while also ensuring that they remain available for those adults who are choosing to quit smoking and trying to do it through such a mechanism. We have to work together with our federal agencies to curb the online procurement of e-cigarettes, pods, and vape fluid by underaged individuals. This unregulated black market does not have any of the protections for those to use their products and to pose a safety risk for the public. I understand that there are companies who sell in the United States that have taken a proactive and positive steps to prevent underaged individuals from procuring their products both online and in stores. Dr. Shukat, can you first discuss the dangers of buying illegal or counterfeit vape products online?
We think it's really critical to know what you are using, and it's very difficult right now in terms of online purchases or off-the-street purchases or getting products from a friend to know what you have. We also know that labels may be misleading and counterfeited. So right now, the products are very diverse and fastly changing, and it's really one of those eras where consumers have to beware. We do think that retail stores really need to be enforcing the rules about not selling to underage individuals, and that we need to ensure that companies are not marketing to youth directly or indirectly through influencers or social media. There's just a lot of evidence that ads that are attractive to youth help them begin, and that the type of products we have on the market right now are extremely addictive.
Testing performed by a lab in California found that some black-marketed THC cartridges contained more than 35% vitamin E acetate, and some tested positive for pesticides. What would substances like this do to the lungs of an unsuspecting user?
You point out a couple different substances that no one would really want to have in the middle of their lungs, and I think right now what we're working very vigorously on is trying to understand what are the products that individuals who've come down with this lung injury use, and what was in them, and what was in them in a lot of other products. So FDA laboratories are working very hard on that issue right now.
So is that present in the cases that the CDC is monitoring right now?
There's a variety of different substances that we're hearing about. We don't have full data yet. It's important to know that there may not be much remaining product from an individual. They might have used up the pod, for instance, and there may be differences in what you measure in a pod than what the lungs are exposed to when that substance is heated to a very high temperature. So there are kind of sophisticated studies going on to try to analyze both the product and then potentially the vapor or the aerosol as well. So we can't say any particular substance has been linked to all cases or the majority of cases as of yet.
Is there a name of this disease that people are getting?
We're calling it lung injury associated with e-cigarettes or vaping. It's not particularly catchy, and so we don't have a name that's shorter yet.
Just lung disease.
Or we're saying lung injury because it really looks like an injury, not like a long-term disease like emphysema. Of course, long-term, there may be consequences of the injury that we're seeing.
Isn't it true that counterfeit products sometimes design their packaging to look like legitimate manufacturers? And is the CDC seeing cases of pulmonary illness coming from these counterfeit products?
I don't have information about counterfeit products, but that's exactly why counterfeit products make labels to deceive the consumer.
Okay, I yield back my time. Thank you.
Thank you. I now recognize Congresswoman Presley for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.